Alrighty, guys. So, I haven't posted in a little while, and I do apologize for that. So, with obviously the holidays, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy New Year's. So, hopefully, everybody had good holidays. But with the holidays, we had the winter and working like crazy in retail. It's very difficult to do some videos. Do have some other stuff coming up, some possible events, and hopefully the weather breaks and I can get some more videos out. Some other odds and ends stuff coming up. But today, I'm going to do a small little video of this. This is a World War II German standard flare gun I picked up in a gun show about 2-3 weeks ago when I went down to go see my buddy. It is dated. Getting the date right here. Kind of hard to see because of the glare, but it is dated 1943. And if you look, hard to see, right? Well, there's a big one right there. It does have some spicy eagles. Now, after doing some research and talking to some buddies of mine, this came from a place, it's made by a company called ERMA. Very big German word. Not even going to try to slaughter it, but made by a company called ERMA. They were 26.5 caliber flares. It is missing the lanyard loop. Not sure why it has a hole up here in the back, but I'm going to go out the rip, and if anybody has any more information on flare guns, please hit me up because I don't know a damn thing of what I'm doing with these things. I bought it for like $125. It was repainted. They're supposed to be like a silver. I've also seen some in bronze. I mean, honestly, that's recoated. It's not terrible. A little chipping of paint there. I mean, other than that, I'm happy with it. Trigger still works. Still cocks back. I'm trying to do this one-handed. And nothing in it. But this actually, so they're supposed to be bigger. There we go. You can see how it has more of an inner tube. So it does have a 12 gauge bore. I have a snap cap here for a 12 gauge. Mind you, I'm trying to do this one-handed. So it does fit. And it does close. Does cock back and everything else. And it does have right here, where my thumb is, like a little round indicator. I've never shot it. I want to. I'm curious on it just because the fact that, like I said, I've never shot a flare gun. I would love to shoot a flare gun just to have fun with it. But I'm terrified. I've shot guns for a living. I've shot some questionable guns, but I've never shot a flare. This little button or pin is a bit loose. Don't know if that will affect anything, but I don't know. It's just something cool. I wasn't going to go too in-depth with it until I get more information on it. I do want to do a video of me shooting it. But I don't know. I found some 12-gauge flares online. The guy that I bought it from at the gun show said that he shot it with 12-gauge flares. I don't know if it was just bullshitting me when I bought it or what. I mean, the bore doesn't look bad. I put a bore brush through it. I mean, there's some scorch marks in there, but nothing that rings a concern. I mean, I'm not putting a live 12 gauge round through it, but I see a lot of 12 gauge flares, and I see the actual Marine, Orion, or Orden, however you say it, flares for normal flare guns, but nothing for something like these. If someone knows in the comments or shoots these for a living or knows more information about it, please hit me up. I would post the flares that I'm looking at just because I really do want to shoot it. Just, I don't know. I like to have stuff in my collection that I can shoot or play around with. And like I said, I just bought it because it's a flare gun. I see a lot of them go online for $400, but they are more complete and not repainted. But I mean, I still bought it. like I said, it wasn't too expensive, and I've kind of always wanted one. I've thought they were interesting. But yeah, if anybody in the comments, knows a good place to get flares for it, like I said, it's not the 26.5 type flares. Like I said, 12 gauge will fit in it just fine. But can I use any 12 gauge flares? Is there a certain type? I know different flares have different meanings, so if anybody knows, let me know, please. Because like I said, I want to shoot it. It's interesting. I don't know. I've seen a lot of videos on other stuff for YouTube that I want to play around with, but I haven't really messed around with it. So, yeah. But like I said, that's an ERMA flare gun, standard issue, German, dated 1943. Yeah. I just thought it was cool. Like I said, I wasn't going to go in too depth with a video of it. I got some more stuff that I'm working on in that box. Some more German stuff that I picked up. So I'm going to do a video on that sometime soon. And working on adding more collection to the walls. Not going to spoil them just yet, but there's a lot new photos and other stuff in my collection that I'm slowly adding. So we'll get to that another day. But hopefully I haven't lost too many people. Yes, this has been another episode of Wartime News. But like I said, if anybody in the world knows more about this information or more about the flares or a good flare to use that is a 12 gauge since it has that tube, or if it's easier to get the surplus stuff and to remove that cylinder on the inside, please tell me how, send me links, and I'll go from there. But hopefully, like I said, everybody had good holidays, and I will see you guys next time here on Wartime News.